And we're not live. We're live.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Swindler Den presents Mythic Odyssey of Theros. It's been a few weeks. I should have my chat open so I can see all you beautiful people talking at us. We had to get started because we already have a major and a minor event of the gods that are going to happen here. So, hello, everybody. We've missed you. I'd kiss you, but we're in a pandemic. But yeah, let's do a couple of announcements before this hype train keeps going. So remember, everybody, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays are where you can find content here on the Twitch channel of Swindler's Den. Mondays is Amoris, every other Wednesday is Theros, and Friday is Fandover.
For like 2 more weeks.
For like 2 or 3 more weeks. We don't know. We'll see how much we putz around in that session. But yeah, be sure to be joining in on that. Theros, we'll be going for the month of November and then probably have to take a month break because some of us work really hard during that month, so we won't be able to make it. But we'll do what we can for you guys. As well, I don't know. I don't think I have too much to announce. Grizz, if you have anything.
Oh, we're doing kisses apparently now.
Oh,
what is that? Oh, because you got gifted a sub.
Oh,
there you go.
You're getting gifted.
Sorry, I got a little distracted.
Is that 2 more now, or is that just 1? I can't tell. I can't count. I don't know how to count. But yeah, I think we're good. I probably had something else to say and completely forgot about it. But yeah, remember, every 500 bits is a minor act of the gods, and every 5 is a major. And we already have 2 that are going to be on the way, and I've got them planned. I was hoping they were going to happen, so we're good to go. But last time in the Mythic Odysseys of Theros, it's been a minute, so I got to recap this for you, kids. Our champions of Theros, after being tasked by Athreos to find the 5 magical items in order to stop the summoning of the World Eater by Erebos, the god of the underworld, they went off to find the first item within the Badlands of Porphyros. There's a lot of names. I don't even remember when I'm looking at them, and it's been a few weeks. Forberos. They went off to find the harpy eggs, and after traveling through the natural labyrinth that makes up the Badlands, they were able to find the Death Bellow Canyon, where the harpies make their home, or at least one of the places in Theros that you can find harpies. Ukrit was seduced by their songs, and had his own little side adventure.
I think they were seduced by my civilized manners.
Possibly, it's arguable.
Promises of food and polis abound.
But as he went off and charmed the harpies with his civilized ways, the rest of the champions started to try and climb their way up to where they thought the harpies' nest was, only to be greeted by a wyvern that they were keeping there, and a battle ensued. The harpies were quickly dealt with, especially with Mayapple's huge strength just knocking him out of the sky, and unfortunately Sparks went down to the wyvern, but it was quickly dispatched of thereafter by Igor, and then Ukrit went into the cave after his beloved died right in front of him, and he found the eggs. 4 eggs, whose names are, because I just got them, Heather, Janie, Ustablop, and Megan. He handed Megan over to Igor to hold to be sacrificed because that was the least liked of the 4 eggs, and Ukrit has the 3 others. So now our champions are going to be heading into the devastating Badlands with these 4 fragile little eggs in their pockets. And you guys have the floor. What would you like to do?
That was much easier than Igor expected.
Was it? Because I remember passing out for a little bit there.
Yes, we all understand. It was a very tiring journey. You should have just rested in the spring like Igor and I did. You would have been very relaxed. We could have heard many stories of our times in the city, but instead you pressed on, overexerted yourself, and passed out. But I recall it was very easy. All we did was fall in love, kill our love, and adopt her children. Pretty simple.
Yes, do not get too attached, though.
Yeah, at this point, I believe Igor and Sparks and Ukrit are all on top of this rock outcropping where there's a cave above the pool that has a fountain flowing into it, and Mayapple had made her way back down, I believe, because it was not her favored terrain to be up there.
Correct.
And there's a dead wyvern and the 2 harpies in that pool.
All right, I believe it's time to, and I'd start climbing down and... is it just me, or is it getting kind of late here?
Yes, you can see the skies are starting to darken. You took a long time getting to that maze, plus the wyvern fight, so... It's a later afternoon, it's not like it's gonna be dark soon, but it's getting there.
I say we all celebrate their first task with a mid-afternoon siesta.
I don't like it that I'm agreeing with you, but I agree with you.
I could use nip.
I'm fine
Alright,
with
that's
that.
settled. Mayapple, you take watch.
Alright, so are you guys taking a long rest or a short rest?
I was thinking a short rest.
Short rest.
Yeah, short rest is fine.
Yeah, you can take an hour
It's
long
only
short rest.
mid-afternoon. Yeah, no need.
Mid-afternoon peanut butter spoon. Whoever wants to take watch can do a perception check for me.
Alrighty.
Oh,
That's a double nat 20. So yeah, you can see this. So
What a
Ooh.
Yeager would know that Deathbell Canyon does go a little further off, but this specific area is kind of enclosed by rocks all the way around it. So it would take a lot for something to get in here. So you would know anything that moved and any sound that comes through. So everything is good for that hour that you sit there and rest up.
Sorry, I don't know on Roll20 how to do a short rest. Or if I just need
just
to...
roll however many hit die you want out of the amount you have.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, sweet. That brings me up to full. Cool.
Oh my.
Nice. Dang, you rolled well on that Mayapple.
And that's almost full. I lost a lot of health there.
Oh man.
Oh! Joyous. It was a good nap.
And as you guys finish your nap, Mayapple, you see the sky starts to turn a crimson red.
Bode well.
I'm gonna move you guys back over to your nice little harpy's nest encounter over here.
Wait, what did you guys add to your hit dice when you did that? What's that?
Your con.
Oh,
Yep.
I forgot to even add my con. Oops. That's funny.
This is not the song that should be playing, but it is. So
Oh, unless it did it automatically by itself. It did.
Alright.
Okay. Cool.
That's even
Never
better.
mind.
I'm at full then.
I forgot. I blame chat.
I blame Dido for
Whatever's about to
blame
happen.
Dido for killing Pout Pout. So, yeah, you start to see the sky turns a crimson red map. Well, you guys, Igor and Ukrit can move their tokens where they would have been resting. I'll get rid of
Actually,
these
this seems like a
harpy
nice spot
bodies.
for a rest, but no, I'll
Yeah.
move.
Oh.
I wouldn't be next to the gross pool.
It was
I'm
very
laying on this
tasty.
rock sunbathing.
I'm sleeping here with this nice tree as a back. Provided some shade.
Does the sky look like it's changing because of a natural cause? Like, I don't know, somewhere in the distance something's burning, or does it just look like the sky itself just went?
Yeah, it looks like what would happen to the sky during a sunrise or a sunset, but you're still a few hours off from sunset, so it's not what should be happening at this time of day.
Okay.
I just like look up at the sky. We should get ready for something.
Yeah.
Feel like something's going to happen.
The apple's just pacing.
Oh!
Feel right.
From behind that giant rock that everybody's laying up against, you hear rocks crumbling, like falling down the side of the wall. You can't quite see that side of the wall because that rock is so high, but you do hear something seems to be coming down from that side.
Ooh, I must have slept later than I thought. It's already getting to be dusk.
Does anyone else hear that?
Can I see anything?
I put it on the wrong layer.
Yeah, I know, when I saw that. I was just gonna ignore it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Hear what?
It
What are we
sounds like
hearing?
rumbling. Yeah?
I'm gonna let me listen. Oh yes, that is just definitively the sound of rumbling.
In the
Yes, between that perception and Mayapple's double crit, you can hear like a low growling as something's prowling up towards you.
I must be hungrier than I thought. I'm starting to hear my stomach growl.
I do not think this is your stomach, Ukrit.
Do I hear, like, from this direction, from above, from...
You hear from this direction, and because you did hear it, it's not going to get sneak on you. So, you guys can roll initiative after I get this initiative turn order up and clear everything.
Oops. You said after. Don't look at what I rolled anyways.
You can
damn it.
Still shit. You can roll to get it change it.
Alright, let me go change it.
Oh!
Oh my god, guys!
Are not rolling
Oh,
well.
we're all dead.
Oh, there we go.
Sparks our Lord and Savior.
Oh my gosh.
So this is the major event for anybody wondering. Let me roll
Great.
it and get his character sheet out for him.
I'll be right back.
He got a 8. And turn 8. Alright, so what would you guys like to do as Sparks starts the initiative?
Can I see this creature now?
You can just barely make a kind of a shadow coming from around that corner.
Okay, but it seems to be like on the ground level. It's not up on the rock.
Yeah, it's on the ground. You can see part of the creature as well. Just this enormous lion, but instead of a typical mane, like Ukrit's kind of got a normal lion mane as well. But this seems to be like long flowing hair that curls, and it goes like halfway down his back as well.
Great. I'm going to run over here, and I'm going to hide behind the rock from the giant lion.
All right, if you want to make a stealth check for me.
I would love to. Oh, not bad.
All right. And that will come into play if it needs to be. So it is now this thing's turn. I'm trying to see if I have better music than this. I didn't really think of making music for him specifically. Let's see.
Generic battle music.
That's too much force.
Yeah. While we're talking about technicalities, I am in the wrong spot on the initiative.
You are.
Yeah.
3.13
is higher than 2.
Yeah. There's just so many numbers.
What is numbers?
What is numbers? So this thing is gonna. He doesn't quite know that you guys know he's there yet, so he's going to continue to move. And then he sees that you guys see him, and he's just going to come out and attack Ukrit.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
He's going to attack first with his bite. Does a 14 hit?
Does Does a 14 hit, you ask? Interesting that you would say that, because as soon as I see him coming at me, because I imagine he's coming around, he thinks he's being stealthy.
Yeah, he's
we're all just clearly just
We're
like
just watching
watching him walk.
And he's like crawling like
So he's
like
like-
lions will do.
He's like sneakily trying to get to me, and he's like, I'm gonna get this guy. And as soon as he does, I'm just gonna cast shield right there.
Okay, yeah. And as he goes to pounce, you cast shield. Does shield cover you then?
Yes, it does.
forgot to roll. Okay, so then after he bites, he's going to use his claw,
Whoa.
which is a 18 to hit.
I believe that does hit.
All right, and that does a big 5 damage.
Okay.
That is its turn.
How rude!
Igor.
Oh, great. Stop playing with your kitty friend. Let's go. No, but I'm gonna.
This thing is clearly not trained. Yeah, you should punish it.
Igor will charge up and ooh, should I Goring Rush?
Ooh.
Yeah, I Goring Rush with my bonus action. So I moved to 20 feet, right? From here to oh shit, never mind, I don't do that. I thought I had enough movement in there. Okay, I'm just gonna go at him with the pike.
Alright. That'll hit.
Ooh.
Do I use shit? No. I'll just pike him. Alright. 13 piercing.
Big boy damage. Alright.
Oh, I don't have any smites left. Never mind. Well then, this is gonna be fun.
Anything else from you?
No, I think that's it.
At the end of your turn, it's going to take a legendary action.
Oh, of course.
Legendary?
Yes. So as it gets stabbed by this pike, it lets out this huge roar. Everybody needs to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Okay.
Come on, Igor. Hey.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh, Mayapple.
Igor might actually be my good rolling character in this Swindler's Den
Alright.
world.
I got a 19.
19?
As
Okay.
I use one of my portents.
All right. So Mayapple, you are now frightened. You have disadvantage on any ability checks and attack rolls. While you can see the lion, and you are not willing to move closer to it. And you are frightened until the end of its next turn. So that is Ukrit's turn.
Well, this is very bad kitty who needs to be punished. Let's see. Let's do this the old-fashioned way, I suppose. If stabbing it with sharp things ain't gonna work, you have to go about it like this. You just have to glare at it real strong, like. And I need it to make a DC 13 intelligence save.
Intelligence save, okay. It got a 3, so not very smart.
So Mind Sliver, it does 4 psychic damage.
Alright.
And I believe it has negative D4. Yeah, it's got to subtract D4 from the next saving rolls.
Okay.
And then I'm going to... this is a choice. No, okay. Yeah, I guess because I don't want it to attack about me, so I'll just stay there.
Alright. Mayapple, you are frightened.
Alright. Can't move closer. I attack with disadvantage. I'm just gonna move sideways. And try and short bow it.
Alright.
Disadvantage is a 10.
A 10 does not hit.
I didn't think so. And that's our turn.
Alright. Sparks, you're up.
I'm going to pop out 10 feet, take a shot with my short bow.
Alright.
Ooh.
That's
Ooh.
that'll do it. Hit it.
Yes!
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. How do we count? Counting it's hard. 12, 9, plus 9? 21? That's a huge
Yeah, 21.
hit. Huge hit.
We need those.
It like you get it right between the eyes, and it's like roars out in pain, and it's trying to shake the pain off because it doesn't know quite where it came from. Blood just pouring down its face. It is looking not great right now, but it is
Great.
also.
I'm not done yet.
You're not done.
Ooh,
I only have so much stuff.
Punish this kitty.
I'm going to then run back behind this rock over here and hide again.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
To be fair,
I ain't get hit by the giant cat.
he is going to attack on Igor because that's the last thing that hit him.
Fucker.
He knows.
So a bite and a claw. We got our bite. It was a 19,
It just hits.
and the claw was a 9. So just
sorry.
the bite.
Okay.
Oh.
No.
Okay, I did.
You've already said things. I can't.
No, I shouldn't have rolled both those twice because you have a thing. So bite would have been its own roll, and then claw. So if you want to change it, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna. I already know the results, so I'm not gonna. I'll wait.
Okay.
I already know the results. I feel it feels weird to just then.
Okay,
Have it
I
go
will do better at not doing both those.
Yeah.
Forgetting that you can change rolls. So he does 9 damage to you with his bite, and that is all he can do in this turn. Yes, that's all he can do. So it is your turn, Igor.
Okay. Math is hard. So I am just gonna. That's all you have, little kitty. And I will go in with another pike into his chest. Ah!
11 does not hit.
Son of a gun.
As you try to stab down, it just kind of moves its shoulder out of the way, and you just poke it right into the ground.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Ukrit.
Alright, now that this kitty has been scolded thoroughly, I believe it's time for him to pay for his crimes of being uncivilized. He needs to make a DC 13 wisdom save. And minus D4.
Alright. And minus D4. Okay. He does get advantage on spells targeted on him.
Okay.
So he rolled a 21 minus 4.
Ooh, okay.
So, but extra fun on this, because it succeeded and your spell is 4th level or lower, the spell has no effect on the lion and instead targets its caster.
Oh no.
Ooh.
So
I
you
have to
make
a
that saving
DC
throw.
I've got to make that saving throw. Got him.
You pass it.
Nice.
Alright. Anything else for your turn?
Oh, you can't. How dare you cannot try to turn this around on me without a lawyer. I shall go deliberate with our lawyer. 1, 2, 3, 5. You will see this. There's nonsense. I swear.
He's going to opportunity attack you?
No, well, when he does that, he rolled a 4.
Okay. But yeah, as you went to cast this Toll of the Dead and the bell went to ring,
Yeah.
you can see it's all the long hair that comes off his head began to glow and bounced the bell back at you.
Ooh.
But yeah, he missed on his swipe at you. So that is now Mayapple. You are no longer frightened, by the way.
Perfect.
Yeah.
She's going to storm past Ukrit.
Right. There's no reason to be afraid of someone who makes threats without a good litigation team.
And since she charged, she is going to use her bonus action to hoof attack him.
Ooh. Hoof it
Come
up.
down.
13 does not hit.
Alright, and then brings down the great sword after.
A great sword will hit.
Ooh.
Roll the damage.
11 slashing.
Yeah, as Ukrit began to try and tell you lawyer things, you just were done with his nonsense and ran up, and some of that anger boiled over to missing the hooves. But as you bring down the greatsword, how do you end this thing?
Oh shit!
Split the skull.
Split the skull, nice and easy. Goes right in half, and as the lion tries to let out a roar, as you do this, it just kind of rolls and falls to the ground. And as soon as he does, you can see the red starts to recede from the sky. And a brilliant, blinding light comes from over the horizon, and all of you are momentarily blinded. But when you are able to see again, Jazz starts playing, and in front of you on an enormous white marble throne sits a very muscular man. He has a golden wreath around his head. His skin is bronze, and he holds a giant spear where the handle is corporeal, but the rest of it seems to be made out of runes of sunlight. And as he looks down at you, he says, "So you might be worthy after all."
I don't know, seemed to do a pretty good job from my view.
Yes, I am the champion of Heraclos.
Well, I'm gonna make a religion. Based off his description, would I know who he is?
Yeah, you got. Okay. This is like the most known god in the pantheon.
Yeah, well, Heliod, I would say, of course, we're capable. I mean, if man and lion man and goat man and bull man can all work together to create civilization, well, there's nothing that could stop us from doing any goal that we set a very well-documented step-by-step plan and enact it.
Yes, and for those of you who aren't aware, this is Heliod. This is the son, the god of the sun. And he is, well, at least he considers himself the ruler of the pantheon. And as he looks down,
he's like, Heraclos's father, or is that...
No, that is Iroas.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, he looks down at you after you said, "I've heard you've been tasked to stop Erebos, and I'm here to possibly help you in that task. But you need to do something for me first."
Other than
what?
Kill lion men.
Taxes?
The lion was merely a task. One of my fleece main lions. Any beginning adventurer could easily dispatch one of those. No, I need you to find me not a something, a someone. Have you heard of our missing king in Akros?
Yes?
Yes.
Is this the one that the person there replaced? Wasn't approved of, or am I thinking of a different city?
Yeah, you're thinking of Akros. So give me history checks to see how much you know about. Like, you've heard things throughout this so far, but if any of you have heard about this.
Ooh, a 22.
Furthermore. Man, crits again.
Why?
Nice.
Barbarian the critting.
This?
Barbarian the critting.
You've picked up on something on my long lectures during these walks.
Yeah, Ukrit knows about this because of being in society, and Mayapple would have heard whisperings of it when she was being held before the fight in the Colosseum. But both King Annex and Queen Cymede went missing, and if you remember the storm giants that were sieging Akros, they were there because Queen Cymede was missing. But it is thought that King Annex is dead. So he died first, and then Queen Cymede went missing.
And you are expecting us to find this dead king?
From what I hear, he's not quite dead. At least, not fully.
A rescue mission.
Possibly.
We are quite acquainted with our friend the ferryman there, so perhaps we just put in good word.
Well, you see, he's come back as a returned, but I don't think by his own means. You guys would know. Returned are the people that are able to escape from the underworld, and they wear a golden mask over their face once they're among the living. So yeah, he needs to be laid to rest properly. I don't think he came back on his own terms. But from rumors, someone that appears like him has been seen near the Skull of Vale with a group of rogue satyrs. So if you could look into that for me and lay him to rest, I'd be able to give you a great weapon that stopped the World Eater last time it was around.
What type of weapon are we speaking of?
He will hit his staff or his spear against the ground twice. And say the last time that Pulokranos walked the mortal realm, Nylea and I entrapped it in vines deep within her woods, but it was able to escape, and we had to task another hero to desummon it from the world by killing it, because once a Nyxborn creature dies, it disperses back into the cosmos until it is reborn again. We made the godsend spear out of a sword made by Porphyros, the god of the forge, that with its divine powers was able to send Pulokranos back into the cosmos.
Look around the group. Does anybody here use a sword?
Well, it's in a spear right now. It was made from a sword, but it's a spear right now.
Oh, it's a spear. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I already got my cool weapon, though.
Well, I don't really need to use a sword for... He pulls out his quill. The pen is mightier than the sword. It can write spells that will melt your sword.
So, you only think he's come back as a returned? You don't know for sure?
I have not been able to see that far into the Skull of Vale, no.
But he's not in the underworld anymore, you know that for sure?
We know that for sure, yes.
And what if he came back by his own accord?
Well, you would have to find that out, I suppose.
But that doesn't matter to you. You would want him dead anyways.
No, if he came back on his own, then...
We're just mystery solvers.
Exactly.
You
You
know,
can find
we are
him,
kind of...
confirm it's him, and if he came back on his own, then that's for Erebos and Athreos to deal with, not me at that point.
What is the timetable of this?
Preferably before Pulokranos eats the world, because that's when you would need the spear by.
Now, I have a question. I thought all we needed was the Harpy Egg, an Eye of a Cyclops, a Gift of a Sphinx, a Frozen Crown, and an Obsidian Pearl to kill this thing.
Those are the things that would stop and seal it in, yes, but this would be a countermeasure if you needed it. I'm not saying you have to do it, I'm just merely requesting.
Yes, no, of course, we do not want to, hurt your feelings. We will do this, you just, priorities.
Yes, of course. Well, do as you wish, I suppose.
Group huddle.
Group huddle in front of this god.
Okay. so the spear looked pretty cool. So, you know, we might want to do this.
It's definitely a good idea in case, things don't go as planned.
And Igor, as you say that the spear looks cool, you look back and you can see at the top, instead of like a normal spear where it just comes to one point, it breaks into two and goes into two barbed points with a small light ball in the middle of those two.
Yes, I want the spear. Someone can take this. I don't want any more.
Alright, I'll break it.
So?
Yeah. This will be coming out of your paycheck, but I suppose we can... I can't really afford overtime, but... I suppose.
That is okay. You give me payment and spear, and we're all good.
That's fine.
Well, when we pass that direction, we have a plan. At least, a goal.
Yes, where did he say this was?
The Skull of Vale was where they were last seen, and it's far to the east. Yeah, far to the east.
Do we know of any of the items we're looking for out that direction?
That's what I'm wondering. Is the... Cause I'm trying to figure out what the...
Make a flat intelligence check.
Oh boy, do I have a flat intelligence. Oh, 19.
Oh, that's not bad.
12.
Smarter than Ukrit. Yeah, with a 19, you would know that...
That's not right.
You would know that, like, you don't know necessarily where the Frozen Crown would be, but if you were to be looking for cold places, northeast would be the direction to go. So...
Oh, for the Frozen Crown. Okay, yeah, we can just head that way.
Yes.
Oh, right,
Skull
yes,
is
we
like
can just
due
head that way.
east, so you can
What?
loop.
Wasn't there another thing that was in this area, though?
Oh,
Yes,
Badlands?
yeah, the Cyclops are found in the Badlands as well.
Okay.
What was
So
Mayapple saying?
Yeah.
I said we heard that it was the highest mountain peak in Winter's Heart.
Yes. With a 19, you know the Winter's Heart is up to northeast. You've heard of it.
So
through
we
your...
kill. So let's take this back into an achievable plan, right? We need to break it down into goals and steps, and we can build up from there. All right. Part 1, we find a Cyclops. And then part 2, we kill a Cyclops. Part 3, we head east. Part 4, we find this missing king or not. Get step 5, get a cool, or step 6, get a cool spear. Step 7, break your old useless spear. Step 8, head north. Step 9, find a crown.
Yes,
I think
that
that's
sounds...
doable.
Yes.
It's a good 9-step plan.
Well,
When Ukrit finishes that up, I'll, like, from the group huddle, just, like, lean back towards Healy. I'd be like, I mean, it's on the list. If we get to it, we get to it. You know, it's really up in the air right now, but it's on our list.
Fair enough. Just remember, the ruler of the Pantheons is asking you of this. It's not every day.
Yeah.
it will be
Not
done.
every day that I ask of things of mortals.
Well, if you would have set up an appointment with us rather than sicking your unobedient pet to try and get our attention, maybe you've gone through the proper channels. We could have planned this. Erebos, Atheros. He did the same thing, and we only barely accepted. Now our timetable's filled. How about this? You don't reach us, we'll have our people reach you.
Do not listen to him. We will do it. We just, it's... We have one
Doesn't
stop
speak
on
for
way.
all of us.
We have one stop on way, and then we go do it.
It's on the list.
There is much unrest in the Pantheon right now. I'm sure you've noticed. Many gods will be both for and against you. Good luck, champions of Athreos. And you'll just put his hands up, and you blinding light again, and you're back.
Oh God! Oh, again! That's not how you ask favors.
I think
Back
I'm
at
going
the
to have
harpies.
disadvantage on
Yes.
perception checks.
Ah, I can't see. Is there just a shadow there, or is... Oh, no, never mind. I think that's just the outline of Heliod from where he got blinded by him.
Give me a perception check, Crit.
With disadvantage.
No, just normal.
Oh, me.
Yeah, you.
Perception. 19.
When you were talking to Heliod, you didn't see a shadow. You haven't interacted with a ton of gods, and like Athreos is underground, so you wouldn't have seen a shadow there. But yeah, Heliod just straight up.
Sorry. What I was meaning is like when you stare at like a.
I know what you were saying, but I'm
I'm
just throwing this at you.
Okay.
You know, Maple, you are very good at fighting. I am impressed.
Thank you. You're not bad yourself.
You will be my go-to.
All right. Being the lesser of the squishy of the bunch here.
So, how about it? Let this
Well,
be the
you said-
Cyclops.
Let's head out.
Yeah, the opening to the labyrinth lays behind you.
All right.
Don't get stuck in there during the night.
Oh, we won't get stuck because we did mark each of the passages. Well, as I
Yes.
did.
Plus, you just wherever you want
just
to
go
go,
right.
you just go left.
Or you go left.
No, you do
You
not.
go left.
Yes, left.
Go left. Sorry, I'm thinking of a different universe in which the righteous path is the only one. My bad. I read a lot of books.
And Igor will remember you gotta go east to get to where the Cyclops live in the Badlands. So we are back here in the labyrinth. I'm not gonna make you do initiative because there's not really initiative stuff left in here. There might still be things in here, but just like tread carefully so you don't walk through walls is all I'll say.
As we're leaving the Harpy area, I'm going to flip a silver into the pool and say, "May Xenagos rise again," and then head into the labyrinth.
All
Right, mark that wall. Oh,
Wait, where is left? There should be left here.
right, just look at my markings on the wall. Always go left. Oh.
Oh, that looks interesting.
Yes, but it's not left,
Trap
so
door.
unfortunately we must leave it.
You are right.
Mark
Yes.
this, mark this.
If you guys want to make a perception check when you get here,
Yeah.
or an investigate, whichever one you want to do, it depends on how you're looking.
12.
What specifically are you talking about by when you get here?
So you,
Yep.
so this
Whom's
opens up
position?
into it looks like more Badlands out ahead.
Oh, up here, okay.
Yes.
Oh,
4.
we found
Great. Good. Awesome.
No, Igor, not there. Look over here, no, the Badlands. I know it all is bad, but I'm
But look
referring
at-
specifically...
Look at the tiny lizard.
I know,
Look at the way
there's-
it climb wall.
How many eyes
That's
does
not
it
cool.
have?
As Igor points out the lizard climbing on the wall, Ukrit, you look and you see that carved into the wall says so there's an arrow that points and says Scophos.
Oh, I found the arrow to Scophos.
And here in Scophos, Igor, that is the home polis of the Minotaurs, where you lived.
Could I find a Cyclops there?
No, that wouldn't be where the Cyclops are.
Oh yes, I forgot. This is you go left always to get home, not
Oh, well, let me just mark this, and then I'll do a new left. Oh, well, look at that! You turn left now.
Sparks, do you want to say something?
Yeah, while they were talking near the canyon, or near that entrance, from this position, can I, just because I've hit a mimic before, shoot an arrow at this trapdoor, just to see if it's squishy?
Yeah. Roll the hit. 11, it thwunks right into it and just it quivers as it hits. It just seems to be a wooden door.
Okay, I would go over and take a closer look, see if it's like locked or if there's like tripwires or anything weird.
Yeah, you don't see a lock on the outside of it. Like there looks like there's a place where it can be locked, but you don't see anything. And as you go to pull, it seems something's holding it on the inside. It's not like another creature, but it stops just a little bit as it opens.
Okay, like it's locked from the inside in some way.
I imagine at this point, would we be coming back around at this point?
Yeah, you guys would be down here.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, see, now left is so... Hey, well, Sparks, you shouldn't be going right. You have to go left.
This is the room. We're all in one room. We can travel inside of a room. We don't have to hug the left wall the whole time.
What are you looking at?
What?
There's a trap door. It's not a mimic. I already checked and point to the arrow sticking out of it.
So you want me to smash?
I see. Are you sure it's not a dead mimic? It seems as though someone must have shot this thing before.
You know, Ukrit, you're just right on topic. It's locked from the inside. I don't know if one of you two strong folk want to see if you can rip it open. It's not really my expertise.
Sparks, as you go to show that it's locked on the inside, can you give me a pure check, please? Just roll a d20.
5?
Yeah, it stays locked.
Okay.
I'll look to Mayapple. You want to help me rip open?
Sure.
Yes. Alright, so I guess Mayapple and I will both try and, rip it open together.
Yeah, if you want to do... You can either roll separately, or you can somebody advantage. And it's going to be a strength check.
I've got a
or
plus...
athletics.
I've got a +6. How about you?
In which one?
Athletics.
I've got a 5. Go for it.
Yeah. Okay. 24.
Nice.
24. You go to pull it, and you hear the metal start to creak. You give it one more go, and it pulls right off, and the door opens to an underground tunnel.
I do not know where it goes, but it is open.
Well, it is the left path. I suppose we have to go down it if we want to be not
Just-
lost.
Can we pause for 1 minute, because this was locked? There's a good possibility that people are going to be down here. So if we're going to be going down here, I suggest we don't say anything too loudly, preferably nothing at all.
But what if they're wearing well-made garments? Should we not compliment them?
We can compliment them after we find out if they want to kill us or not.
So you're
Yes.
saying stealth and observation before wandering in like fools? Glances at Uther.
Perhaps.
So do we compliment clothing if they attack us or if they don't attack? Because maybe they don't attack us because we compliment? I don't know.
Well, I think either way, if it's good, if it's well-crafted wares, we should just compliment them regardless. I think we can at least compliment each other regardless of what our position on the battlefield is.
As Ukrit is talking, I'm going to stealthily climb down this hole.
Alright.
You talk very
I have
pretty.
a question. Is it a ladder or is it?
It's...
Oh! Is it a ladder?
is a ladder.
Oh, don't
But-
worry about it. Don't worry about it. I pull out a potion of climbing. Here, just drink this and you should be able to climb down. No problem.
No, waste it.
I would say, Matt, you'd only take 1d6 of falling damage if you went down there without the ladder.
If you horse stepped without climbing.
Oh.
I will say there's a ladder on this end. There's a good chance there's a ladder on the other end.
Don't think I like the idea of being underground, and I'm not sure how that's going to lead us outside. But if we insist, then she will jump down.
Oh, okay.
I suppose
All
we
right.
are doing this.
You only damage.
Push the.
It's like one of your hooves kind of roll a little bit.
How much?
2. Big 2. And Sparks, you're stealthing down there, you said?
Yes. As I hear Mayapple just launch herself down this hole.
No other way, dude.
Whoever's on the other end is like, God, that's a loud noise. It's like the sound of like a horse dropping.
Alright, you guys won't have to move at all for this, but you see ahead of you, it's not super narrow, but like it seems like it's enough for if you were walking on one side, another group of you could pass on the other. So 10 feet wide, mechanically 10 feet wide. So you guys are walking down this it's a really quiet tunnel. Every once in a while, you'll see like a chest that's sitting there, and it seems to be closed up. If you want to check any of them, you can. Otherwise, you can keep moving on.
Do any of us not have dark vision?
I do not.
I don't. I was gonna mention that.
Okay.
Yeah. So whoever has dark vision sees these. Otherwise,
I guess I don't.
The other 3 of us in the back are watching Sparks like feel the wall in front of him, stealthing. I don't know why he's feeling the walls. He could just walk forward.
Mayapple can't. I think it's just our Leonin and our Minotaur. Our Dismint are not.
Yeah.
I think monster Minotaurs have it, but not.
Oh, this is sad.
Wait,
hold on. Let's form a chain. You guys are just running around like bats in a dark place. And I'll squeeze my way to the front. Hold on, follow me.
I'm not even going to correct him.
Ukrit will see chests on the ground. You see there is 2 chests as you walk through here.
Oh!
I'm lighting one of my torches because I don't want to be led by Ukrit.
Okay, yeah. So the whole area lights up. But there's a little bit of darkness further down. Like it doesn't light the whole hall, but it lights both the walls, so you can see.
Oh, so much for the element of surprise. Torches. Well, at least we'll be able to see what kind of
clothing they're wearing. So much. We have no element of surprise anyway.
Can I
don't
dab
think...
one of the chests?
What are you doing?
You rolled a hit.
I'm trying to see if it's a mimic, because last time I touched one, it was squishy.
I don't know what's happened in your past, but
it hits and it again just stabs right into it. Nothing happens.
Watch, and I'm gonna open the other one.
They are both locked.
Oh, they're locked. Yep. I guess they're not meant to be opened. Someone owns them.
I mean, if you want the element of surprise and can see in the dark, why don't you go on up ahead and I'll see if I can work with these chests.
All right.
But then you need light.
No, I'm the one walking off. He's got light.
So Ukrit walks off into the darkness of the tunnel. Sparks, are you going to try and get into this thing, or?
Yes. Okay. Does it seem trapped?
Make an investigation.
Okay. A 13?
You don't see anything on it. Just seems to be a chest. Like it's already locked itself, and it's locked inside of a tunnel. Okay. So yeah, you don't think it'd be trapped at all.
I'm then going to try to open up the first chest that I stabbed. Ooh, only a 14 though. That's not good.
It's not super well locked. It's just like a normal chest lock. So yeah, you're able, like, you're playing with it a little bit, and it takes a little bit, but you're able to open the lock, and inside you find 2 potions of healing, common potions of healing.
Sweet. Because we still have the magic food, correct?
Yes, I believe one of you ate it. Was it Mayapple that ate her food? One of you ate.
Yes, she did.
Okay, so yeah, everybody but Mayapple has their fancy food, their fancy feast.
Knowing that, I'm going to hand one of the potions to Mayapple, knowing that she does not have one. And then I'm going to slip the other one into my pocket. And then move over to the other chest.
All right.
Thank you. And she's going to ruffle his hair.
I mean, you seem to need it more than I do.
All right, going right for the unlock on this one.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, yeah, you unlock it. And inside you find 10 gold pieces and a goblet. It's a silver goblet. Nothing too fancy about it other than it being silver.
Cool. I will put the 10 gold in, like, look at Mayapple and Igor and be like, would you like some of this?
Yes.
Okay.
Honestly, don't have any.
We'll
All right,
take
I mean, if you...
as they split up their gold, Ukrit, you're walking down this tunnel by yourself. The light from the torch fades behind you, but you're still able to see, and it's black and white for you as well, right? That's all dark vision, not just. Okay.
Yeah, that's all dark vision. Yep.
Yeah, as you get into the darkness yourself, in front of you, you suddenly see 6. No, sorry, it'd only be 2. 2 figures with their heads bowed, wearing cloaks, and they seem to be carrying something in between the two of them. So, like, one's in front holding 2 bars, and then one's behind holding 2 bars, and there's something in between them.
Does it look like they're holding a casket?
There's 3. So there's the 2 holding and 1 behind them. Yes, it seems to be a casket. It's like a long box.
Oh, sorry. And I realized they're probably taking up the entire hallway, right?
They're only taking up one side, so it's 5 for you and 5 for them, feet mechanically.
Okay, because I figured with the 2 of them carrying. Okay. Oh, sorry. My bad. Let me just squeeze over. Oh, don't want to interrupt your journey. I'm sure you're in the middle of a very special day for you guys.
Yeah, as they walk past you and you make room for them, the one in the back stops and turns to look at you, and you can see he has a golden mask, and he just puts his hand out without saying anything, just has his hand out like this.
I suppose. I give him 5 silver.
He just looks down at it, and then looks back at you.
I think it froze for me. I don't know if I said that. I don't know why my connection's so shitty right now. Hold on.
Oh,
okay, I'm back.
Yeah, he
Sorry,
looked down at the 5 silver and then just looked back at you and didn't say anything. Still has his hand out.
Oh, I don't think I have gold. Oh, I do. Okay, I give him a piece of gold. All right, I guess. I don't know your rituals.
He puts all of that in his pocket and puts his other hand out.
I give him another piece of gold.
He still has hand. You guys. So, what are the rest of you doing at this point?
I'm going to, like, seeing that Mayapple doesn't want gold, I'll give Igor 4 gold and pocket the other 6.
Got it. That's fine.
And then pick up the torch and start heading down the hallway.
How big was this chest?
Like this.
And there was wasn't there 2 of them?
Torso size. There was 2 of them. Yeah, one had the 2 potions, and the other had the
okay.
gold
I missed the potion part for some reason.
goblet.
So, why does who would put 10 gold in big chest? Doesn't make sense.
I will, just for posterity's sake, close both of the chests before we leave, so I don't just leave them open and looted. I mean, maybe this is just what was left. Maybe it used to have more gold in it, and now it's only got 10 left.
It is disappointing.
It's 10 more than we had before.
Alright, let's go find our kitty friend.
I mean, if we have to.
The hairball.
Yeah, you guys head forward, and you soon see this funeral progression And this guy holding his hand out to Ukrit as Ukrit's just putting gold coins into his hand.
I put 1 gold coin in each hand.
Yeah,
It's not. All right. Well, I'm sure your journey will be long. Enjoy. May he rest in peace. Or I'm looking at the gold mask. Live in peace. I don't know. I'm not very up on your cultures, but oh, hey everyone! I found who owns the chests back there.
As you guys approach, the figure turns to you, and you can see the golden mask, and he just turns his hand towards you. 3. Everybody do a perception check for me.
I was gonna say, do we know what this... What did you call
I know what it means.
I know what it is because we've been talking about it relentlessly.
Yeah, everybody knows that these are returned. But specifically, Igor, you see the symbol that I can't remember if you saw it or not. In the Colosseum, but it's the 3 moons that symbolize Athreos.
Oh, okay.
I'll point that out to the group. So, what is this? Aren't we looking for someone who is wearing mask like this?
Yes.
Is this not
Not everyone who wears a golden mask is the same person. That's feels racist. I don't know if it is.
Also, we never got a description or anything of that guy.
Perhaps we should ask this man, woman.
You just think everyone knows each other?
I don't
What kind
know.
What kind of a podunk tiny hayseed village are you from? There's not just 12 people in a society, you know. That's very
I'm gonna use my disguise self ability to give myself a golden mask and robes like I've done in the past.
Okay.
And I'll say to them, we are on a passage from Athreos. Does he have a connection here?
In your mind, you'll hear, "That's why I'm here. I've come to collect what you've gathered to keep it safe."
Oh, y'all. It's him. That's actually Athreos.
Oh.
So, like, if we could hand over the egg.
I look back at the guy. I don't think this was Athreos.
As you say that, you're just a gasp up for air.
Oh, okay. Like it was such a how dare you say
Yeah.
it?
No, it was
Okay.
it was just him sucking in air like Athreos had.
Well, in that case, I'll take my bag off and I'm ruffling through and pull out Meg.
Poor Megan.
Take very good care of her. Her name is Meg.
Can I make an insight check on this?
She is ugly, but you know.
Hey, Ukrik, go ahead and make an insight.
All right, I don't know. I suppose.
He might just actually need more gold to help with passage of this person.
All right, I suppose if this guy is actually Athreos, I suppose. I was saving all the stuff I collected so we could get payday when we reached a bank, but I suppose if we're banking at the Bank of Athreos, we can just dump it all here and collect afterwards. Okay, all right.
Yeah, as you hand him the egg, he kind of opens his robe, and it just looks like darkness inside in places inside.
Yeah.
So I give him the spell scroll of sleep,
Okay.
the rest of the 34 silver, the 7 turquoise, and you guys didn't know I had this. I'm just pulling them out of my stuff. My 7 turquoise stones, and the potion of climbing.
Are you handing all this to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's what. All I know is this is Athreos, and he's our bank right now for everything we've gathered.
Can I just insight check this guy and just make sure this is the real one?
That's what I just did, and I'm convinced.
Yes, you can do that.
Oh, you did do that. I didn't even notice.
20.
No.
Yeah, like you can see, he was even like holding his hand for the egg in a egg shape, and it may not be Athreos specifically, but he is sent from Athreos, and Athreos is talking through him to keep an egg safe. This is your minor act of the gods, trying to keep your egg safe so it doesn't burst open when you're on your adventure.
You should use your words next time, so we know that you are what you are here for.
Yeah. As he said, as he puts the egg into his robe and he's like turning to go, all of a sudden Ukrit just starts dumping scrolls and potions and silver on him. And his arms are just full, and he's just like, you can't see his emotion because it's a golden mask, but he's like looking confused. And then they just start leaving down the hall.
All right, well.
Sorry, we had to. You didn't even get to say bye.
Quite rude, really, but.
Not to Meg.
Ah, who cares about Meg? She was doomed to live a low society life anyway. You can just see it in her eyes.
Does this tunnel seem to go on, presumably, like, well, granted it's dark, and I can't see, but like forever, or do we feel like this would lead into a chamber, or should we just turn around?
Can't really tell because the light doesn't go far enough, so it keeps going at this point, but you don't know for sure unless you were to try to find out in some way other than just walking.
Well, there aren't going to be Cyclopses down here. Do we want to continue here or go back up the ladder?
I turn back to Mayapple, and then I turn back to Sparks. Well, I think no matter what, at least one of us has to keep going this direction.
I mean, if you... I turn to look at Mayapple and Yegor, I'm like, I got a lot of rope. So if, like, Yegor climbs up top, and then we get, like, a rope, and then you, like, use your arms to pull up, and then Yegor, we get, like, a loop situation, then Yegor's pulling from the top, I mean, it could maybe work. Just saying.
I mean, Yegor's pretty strong, but... I mean, that's like... Are you strong enough to lift a whole horse?
Mayapple would be pulling up with her arms on the ladder, so she'd be assisting. It wouldn't be all the weight.
This is the second thing I've made not thinking that there's a centaur in the party.
Yes.
We'll deal
I'm
with
sorry,
that.
we had a potion of climbing, but apparently Athreos... I suppose Athreos had to ask for everything we got so far.
He really didn't, but that's okay.
You told me he did. You specifically said he was here for everything we gathered. Are you trying to tell me that you don't know your own words? You just speak and you don't... You have to understand you need to speak specifically what has been told. When you go through these telephone games, there's so much miscommunication. How are we supposed to run this business if we can't even communicate?
What is this telephone you speak of?
I just tried to give you guys a nice...
It's when you...
Your egg
It's when you tell someone the phonetic dialect of everything that's been said to you.
So, you are able to interpret what I meant, though, because you didn't give him the other 3 eggs. You didn't give him the other 3 eggs. So, obviously, you're thinking for yourself and just felt like the other things wouldn't be useful, but decided to keep the eggs for yourself. You also kept your spell book and your hat. You didn't give over everything.
No, because those we didn't gather for this journey. These are my daughters, not just objects.
But we gathered them.
But gathered things, not people.
Megan was a person, and you were fine to give her away.
Megan was specifically what we were supposed to be finding for
Megan is still a person.
Not when she's a sacrifice.
Sacrifices are still
can you give
people.
me a perception check?
Sure. She's totally tuned out of the conversation at this point.
I'm just got my arms crossed, looking back and forth at both of them.
Yeah, as Mayapple's tuning out of this conversation, you can hear their voices as they elevate in trying to talk over each other, echo down the tunnel, and the tunnel doesn't go much further.
She'll just start she'll just take her own torch out and start walking. Yeah.
I mean, you start going down a weird path if you start saying that sacrifices aren't people, because then it doesn't really mean anything, and then all of a sudden you call anyone a sacrifice, and then they're not a person, and you can do whatever you want to them. Just saying. And I'm going to start following.
It's a bureaucratic process in which you get categorically organized. So you just determine someone is or is not a person. You go through the proper channels. Oh, Igor.
Did you go through the proper channels?
Yes.
What are they?
For determining.
You're a sacrifice? Is that what the proper channel is?
The proper channel was the person who hired us, who is a god of passage, has told us what are meant to be sacrifices.
Wait.
You decided which one.
Who said that Meg
We were
was
just
going
supposed
to
to
be
find
sacrifice?
I assume that's what's going to happen.
Well, perhaps they needed Harpy, and then they're going to raise Harpy to fight. It could be like, not sacrifice, but warrior.
No. Oh, darn it, then we shouldn't have given him Meg if he wanted someone capable.
Almost like they could have been a person. Weird.
No, nothing that useful can be considered a person.
So, Mayapple, you soon find a ladder that leads to a door. It's a trapdoor like the other one. There's no lock on this side, though.
Okay. How far up is this ladder to the trapdoor?
10 feet.
Okay, I'm... What did I say I was?
Like 8
forget
feet
how
tall
tall
or
I am.
something? You're at least 7. Everyone was at least 7 feet
She
tall.
was almost 8 feet tall.
No, it's weird you mentioned that. I'm pretty sure we were all at least 13 feet tall. You can just
Yeah.
stop.
7'9" according to your character sheet.
Yeah, she'll just rear up to open up the door. She's 7'9", yeah. And just kind of look at them and whatever, and then try and pull herself out.
Alright, as you go to push, it
Reach the ledge.
clunk, clunk, clunk as you try to push it, as if it's locked on the other side.
Could you just smash it?
Yeah, you can try to smash
it.
Yeah, if you want to do a great sword attack on this door.
Poor door.
21 roll damage. Oh yeah, easy. You just you cut it right where the lock is holding it, so that the rest of it can open up and just a little bit still held down.
Okay.
Mapple's had enough of this tunnel and
the reverberating sound of Ukrit and Sparks arguing.
And
Igor thinks everyone knows each other and looks the same. It has to be each other. And Sparks seems to think that you just give people as objects. What should I have expected from you you savaged people? Spent enough time in academia.
Athletics check
I can't
from
imagine
Apple
what
to see
kinda...
if she can get up the ladder. Yeah, 15. It's hard going, and you might need a little bit of a boost, but you're able to clamber out using mostly arm strength.
Yep. See her struggling, and then I'm gonna go to help, and I'm like, oh wait, hold on, I don't know where I'm supposed to touch.
And I am moving you guys.
Oh boy.
So you come out at this trapdoor.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What is that in front of us that looks like it's made out of wood?
It looks like a chest.
What are the odds that there are two?
Sword.
Yes. What is the chance that there are 2 mimics down here?
What mimics?
That is, those chests that come alive and try to eat you.
Why would we find one of those
Find out.
here?
He pokes it with a javelin.
Yeah, roll the
Okay,
hit.
Mayapple beat me.
Yeah, and Igor, can you give me a perception as Mayapple attacks this chest?
Oh yeah, good. A good old 5.
I mean, you heard the moo, but you aren't sure where it's coming from. And I'll say, Mayapple, no matter what you roll, it's just a chest.
Okay. Seems safe enough.
I did hear.
I'll. Oh,
I heard the sounds of my people.
I'll make this quick then, and like go over to the chest and see if it's open.
It is locked. If you want to attempt to open it.
I'm gonna panic lockpick.
Okay.
I don't know. I heard that there was bad centaurs or minotaurs around here. 13.
Yeah, this one seems a little bit harder to open. Doesn't seem to be working with your thieves' tools, especially because you're worried about possible minotaurs in the area. Other than Igor. I don't know, maybe you're afraid of Igor. I don't know.
Nah, not Igor.
Igor is a nice guy. I do not know why he
Just
gets such
saying.
bad rep.
He's just a country bumpkin. There's nothing to fear. For knowledge is power.
When Mayapple steps out this way, what do I see?
To your right,
Either
yeah, there is an opening there that seems to go into a canyon.
To look back at Igor and be like, "There's a door there, but it's on the right."
Yes, no, I heard, when looking for Cyclops, always go right. Yes.
All right.
Yep, that makes sense to me.
It is because they only have one eye.
No depth perception.
Sure.
Yeah, and Igor, if you want to do a quick perception check for me while you're...
Ooh. Come on, give me better eyes. 11.
11. You see a carving that you yourself left here when you were leaving this area with Heracles, so you know you're on the right path. I don't know what the carving says, but...
I was keep going this way?
If you were to go where Mayapple's going, yeah, out that way.
I believe it is this way. You see down there, there's
not going that way.
mark of when me and my friend Heracles came through here. It
As you turn back to say this, Ugrit's not there.
we lost linemen.
Was it really that much of a loss?
I mean,
I'm kidding.
would we have been able to stop him anyways?
There he is.
Yeah, you see him come around the corner.
I just kept going right to find the Cyclops, and I just found... This is a circle! I think you need to start questioning your tribal... Oh, wait. Go right.
As this realization comes across Ugrit, we're gonna go to a break. Thank you guys for joining us thus far. We'll be back shortly. Get some snacks, some drinks, stand up, stretch, all that fun stuff, and we'll see you back here soon. Thank you so much. Hey, everybody, how's it going, eh? We're back. How was your break? I missed you.
Aw.
Not really.
Oh.
I was
So-
here the whole time.
Last we were with our group, they had just found an exit to the labyrinth to what they believe leads to Cyclops. As you exit, the music changes. From this
from that Nick's Mix Smooth Jazz.
to this again.
Oh, jeez! The music's changed!
Up ahead of you, a winding path leads through the rock as though carved out by a river. And not too far ahead is a rock wall that turns and goes around the corner. And up ahead you can hear a hacking cough coming from around that corner.
Ooh. I think someone's sick over there.
You've got
We should
plague.
avoid them. We should avoid them as to not get sick ourselves.
If only there was some sort of face covering.
Damn it, Grizz.
It does seem that this coughing is getting closer to you.
Oh, jeez.
I think we should hide
Halt!
or retreat.
Stay at least 6 feet away from us.
Great.
Never mind.
I hear Mayapple say we should hide, and I just like dive behind a rock.
Apple's backing back into the lab, like back the path they went. Because you just yelled.
Yeah, as you yell halt, don't come within 6 feet of us. You see hunched over coming around the corner is a minotaur who seems incredibly old, and he wears like a long tattered robes. He has a crown on his head that rests on top of his horns. One of the horns is broken and kind of is jagged and stubbed, and the crown seems to be dented. Behind him, he drags a rusty great axe, and tied to his back is this enormous amphora, which is those vases that come up like this, and then there's the two handles on them, and then they come up. But this one seems to be really, really big.
I have no idea what that is. What? It's got faces?
It's a base.
Oh, it's a face.
It's a big base with the handles.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I thought
if
you
you-
said faces, so I
yeah,
got
if
really
you think of the
confused.
Disney Hercules, it's those vases
I got
with
you
the two
now.
handles. Yep. Yeah, and he's dragging that towards you.
Ew.
Would I recognize
hiding
this
behind a rock.
guy as like a king of Scorphos or anything?
Give me a history check.
Because, I mean, Minotaur here, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know everything.
Oh, I know. I've read a story about this, Igor. Whatever you do, do not kill this Minotaur.
I was not
Yeah.
planning on killing him.
Good.
Neither of you two have ever seen this Minotaur, or, like anything that resembles him. But as he gets closer, he says, "Oh, the gods have really looked upon me this day."
Alright, now, he's saying these nice things. Do not kill him, Igor. The stories that I've read suggest you should not kill this guy.
I have no intention.
Good,
Hello.
good. We're on the same page.
Yes, may the gods smile upon you.
As he walks forward, he's like, "Mind if I sit down for a second? This thing's heavy."
I like back up slightly, so
Yeah.
there's space
We
between us.
back up 6 feet and we say,
Yeah.
yes, go ahead.
Okay, he sits down on the rock. He says, "Oh yes. Well, let me introduce myself. I'm King Antigonos. Sorry, I forgot my name. King Antigonos, and I've been tasked by the gods to find a rightful heir for my kingdom. You know."
Alright, Igor, this is playing out exactly like the stories. Do not kill this man. I am warning you, should not kill him.
I have. Okay. I'm just
Does that name
ignoring.
ring a bell to anyone?
None of you have heard it before. Even with a good roll, you wouldn't have heard it.
You do not have any children of your own.
I do have a son, yes, and I did appoint him, but he was not very strong, and Mogus. Oh, you know Mogus. He looks right at you, Igor, and you'll know Mogus is the god of the Minotaurs, the god of wrath. He didn't take very kindly to that, and my council didn't either, and they ran me out. Said if I didn't find a better heir, they wouldn't let me back in. So here I am looking for one. Any of you be interested? He doesn't have glasses, but I'm playing my glasses like he does.
Yeah. All right, Igor, this is looking really bad right now. Whatever you do, do not kill this man.
I do not plan to kill men.
All right, good.
Do any of you want to be king?
No.
Let's
I'm
Well,
hiding
because
behind a rock.
you wouldn't work anyway. He says, pointing right at the apple. You wouldn't fit it anyway. You see, the gods tasked me with, or gave me a task that the rightful heir had to complete, and he takes his giant amphora, the giant vase, and this thing's huge. It has a huge opening to it. He puts it down in front of him. Anybody that can fit into here perfectly is the rightful heir.
I look at Sparks.
I'm hiding.
Oh, never mind. I look for Sparks and I don't see him.
You could do a perception if you wanted to try and find. Yeah, you don't see him.
Yeah, 12.
Yeah, he's
shit,
disappeared.
he's
He's probably lost in the maze still, for all you know.
Well, I know he's not lost in the maze because I marked every wall. Who knows where he's gone?
I do not think I could fit in there. I'm quite large.
Well, I mean, you won't know unless you try.
This sounds like a terrible idea.
You know, I once had a friend who would say, if I fit in there, it'd be destiny or something stupid like that. I don't know.
That's what it would be. It would be destiny if you fit in there. Yes.
I think I have a compromise we can all agree on.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah, you can insight check him.
You don't feel like this is honest.
Sir, do you have 10 minutes?
Oh,
14.
yeah. From what you can tell, he believes that if whoever fits in this vase is worthy to be the king of wherever he's the king of.
Okay, so I go to the vase and I start climbing up on it.
Okay.
How tall is the vase?
Well, give me an insight. Because what the dimensions tell me isn't something you could just gotta tell from looking at it. 19? It looks like it can hold 55 gallons of wine. If that tells you anything.
It doesn't. It tells me nothing.
It's rather large. It looks like, mechanically, it looks like a medium creature could fit in it.
Oh, okay. So like I'm pretty tall for a medium creature. So I like get up to it and I like start kind of leaning over. And then instead of like I start going head first into the vase.
Okay.
And when I get in there, I pull out Ustablop and I put it on the bottom of the vase and I climb back out.
Okay, before you climb back out, roll me a d20.
Ooh.
I was gonna say, I looked it up. This is the standard size of a drum.
6.
Oil drum.
6.
Oh, okay.
As you get in there, it's a lot roomier than you originally thought. So, like, you could fit all the way in there, and you go to put the egg in, and as you try to get back out, he's like, no, you don't fit quite perfectly. He starts pushing your feet in, and you start shoveling soil into the pot with you.
Excuse you, sir! You dirty hobo! I'm sorry, but you are trying to assault the father of your new king, Ustablop!
You'll have to do opposed athletics to try and get out of this, because he's trying to hold you in and scoop soil in on top of you.
Excuse
Yeah,
me, sir.
he holds you in there. He just keeps putting soil in.
All right.
You know,
Why
if
are you
put
burying him?
Oh, we gotta make him fit perfectly, and this is the only way to do it. What are you gonna keep feeding him till he fits? No, this is the only way. He just keeps shoveling in there. It's starting to like get up over your eyes at this point because you're upside down in this spot.
No, you fool! It's not me. It's Oostablop.
I don't care what you call yourself.
Not me. You dumb. I'm gonna fucking cast a spell on this guy.
Before that, can you give me a Constitution save?
Absolutely, I can.
I might have to get the player's handbook for this. Yeah, I gotta get the player's handbook for this.
Is it for drowning?
You could say that.
Yeah, it should be in players, I think.
I think you can hold your breath up to your
How many minutes do you have
con
of con?
modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might just bend the rules because I believe this happened to me before.
It's not just
from
I'm
this
sorry.
DM, actually.
it's not about bending the rules.
I know. I'm kidding.
I gave you a significant amount of fair chances.
This is figured out. Mayaple's actually gonna do something.
Yeah, let me just look it up on the internet. It'll be quicker.
Ooh, what flavor are you drinking?
Just the regular.
What is it?
It's it's on.
Oh, okay.
Onster
Oh, okay.
May.
Sorry, I missaw the can, so I thought you were drinking the same thing as I was, but we're not.
Hashtag.
No, it's fine.
Yes. You can hold your breath equal to number of minutes of 1 plus your con modifier. So as you're in there, soil starts to cover your face.
Okay, that's 4 minutes, baby.
Can I pop up from behind the rock and draw my bow and just like fire a shot in between his feet and say, "You should stop"?
Yeah, make a. Yeah, Mayapple, what did you want to do? We could do this at the same time.
Since he's doing that, she was gonna charge in and like use her hoof attack to try to like stop his hands, kind of like break him from the pot.
Okay, yeah,
Not like
you
attack,
make
but like I don't know what to call that.
like a shove.
Yeah, sort of.
Let's do a pose athletics and Sparks with that hit. Do an intimidation.
Ooh. I don't know if I'm good at intimidation. I could be worse. Okay, 12.
16.
Right, yeah. Like he doesn't seem to notice the arrow, but Mayapple does kick his hand away, and as he does this, he's like, "You can't stop me from this. The gods demand it." And we're gonna do initiative.
Dang it.
I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but I can. So you just roll initiative. We'll change it.
Okay. You mean like we don't have to click on our token because there's.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Ooh. Look at you, Mayapple.
Ooh. Oh, it didn't. It says you wanted to send the result of this roll, but no valid token was selected.
Joke's on you. Roll
Because
20.
it's probably
I
still
didn't.
selected on the other layer or screen.
And he rolled a 10. So
I rolled a
Mayapple, you just
15.
kicked his hand away. He seems to be going for this rusty axe he has. What would you like to do?
Good question. What do I want to do? Can I see into the pot at all?
Yeah,
Like,
you can see
where
into it.
he
You can
is?
see Ukrit's feet and body, and like there's some soil. It's like the soil's just coming over his mouth at this point. So like now
Okay.
that he's not being forced down, he could take his way out.
Can I try and tug him out partially at least?
Unless Ukrit's gonna fight it, you can just pull him out as your.
No.
your action.
Yeah. And I've got. I mean, obviously, I still have a hold of Oostablop just because I wasn't.
Yeah.
At that point, I was getting really pissed off, so I would have had Oostablop in hand.
Okay. Yeah, you can kind of pull. I don't know if you're trying to pull him all the way out or just a little bit, but yeah.
Oh no,
That is
yoink him out as far as you can.
Okay, yeah, you can
So-
pull him all the way out.
Ugh.
Perfect. and then just drops him unceremoniously on his face. Like, you're completely stupid. And then I guess that's her action. So
Ukrit, make a dex save. As Mayapple drops you, Ustablop cracks. It doesn't fully break, but it does crack a little bit.
Oh shit!
I know who's going to multi-class in Barbarian next level.
And that is Eeyore's turn.
I'm just gonna turn to the old man. Let's see. You will not find the king here. It's best you be moving.
Give me a persuasion check. Or intimidation, whichever one you want.
It's too late. I rolled 11.
11.
Shit. It's okay. I'm better at persuasion, anyways.
Yeah. As you say this, he kind of he was grabbing his great axe, but then kind of just lowers it and says, "Fine, if you dare defy the gods, you're not fit to rule anyway." And he'll grab the aphora and start walking into the labyrinth.
I mean, it really sounds like you're defying the gods because you're trying to pack the amphora, but details.
He's just coughing as he walks away. And you are out of initiative.
Well, that was interesting.
Yes.
Are we out of initiative?
Do you want to do something?
If it gets to my turn.
He is currently 30 feet away from you. You were next, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I look at Ustablop, and I turn to Mayapple.
Uh-oh.
You unceremonious barbarian! And I hold up the cracked egg to Mayapple. Do you see what your careless, hillbilly ways have done to this precious life? I don't know what you centaur people do out on the prairies, whether you just kill your kind without any due process and state-authorized violence. But we do not do that here.
Mayaple's gonna go into a rage now.
Oh.
Well,
we're turn-based, guys.
Turn-based.
Yeah.
You put her in on your turn.
Mm-hmm. She's getting angry.
That's
Yeah.
fine. I didn't expect to go this way, but that's what I should have expected, cracking the egg.
How on earth are you supposed to make up the fact that you have probably doomed Ustablop to be unliving? Ustablop the unliving! You have killed my daughter!
I'll put a discussion on a cut there if you want to do anything else in your turn.
No, that's all my turn.
Okay.
I used all 3 actions to get pissed.
Okay. Sparks.
I'd like to shoot the egg that he is so proudly holding up with my short bow.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay. Okay.
Oh no.
Roll the hit.
I rolled a 17. I already did it.
Okay. Do the damage.
Oh no.
Great.
We're
it's
not
at least 7 damage.
Today. Yeah, that as the arrow just goes through the egg, it just falls apart in your hand. You're just holding yolk.
There. Now you can be mad at me. And I use my action and my bonus action to dash ahead.
He will run past Ukrit if he wants to take an opportunity attack.
Yeah. I think so.
Bring it.
Let's see. I don't think I actually added my...
Your claws?
Yeah, onto like the thing. So let me just see what I have to roll. Or what the stats.
It's probably a D4.
Typically.
Okay. So that's a 10.
Yes. 4 plus your strength modifier. Well, that's if you hit.
16.
Oh,
Yeah.
that does hit.
Yeah, so 1d4 plus your strength.
That would be 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sparks, as you
I
run
claw
past
him.
Yeah, you take claws on your back as you run past him.
I've had worse.
All
Mayapple.
right, Mayapple goes into her rage now, and then she will rear up and bring her hooves down on top of Ukrit.
Oh, God, guys.
Fucking barbarians.
Yeah. It's only a 12, but she's angry.
Who's hit?
Do you?
Yeah, he's just a
Alright.
little wizard.
5 bludgeoning
bludgeoning.
damage.
5 bludgeoning.
Oh no, wait, 7. I forgot to put my rage damage on that.
Can't forget the rage damage.
Okay.
And she just snarls at you and tells you, "Stop fucking calling me a barbarian." And that's all she says.
Igor, you just see chaos break out amongst your party.
Yeah, so
Skitty's
Igor,
close to the Cyclops.
Igor was reaching out his hand toward the egg, and it was like glowing to lay on hands the egg. And then this arrow just went through it. His face just goes into a frown. Oh no. All right, everyone. We have to get past our petty squabble. The whole fate of the world rests upon our next moves. I just tried to reach out to them.
Yeah, if you want to do a persuasion, everybody, you can kind of set your own DC for this. Yeah, if you want to do a persuasion.
Ooh.
17.
Nice.
So you guys decide if that passed yours or not. Obviously, don't change your DC, but crit. You just slashed Sparks as he ran past. Mayapple just lashed out at you for calling her barbarian, and Igor is trying to convince all of you to not break loose in this instance. And one of your children is dead. What do you do?
Yeah. Yep, that's why my DC was 20.
Fair.
Because my child was murdered. By...
Murdered's a strong word.
Yeah, it is. Ukrit looks up, and let's see here.
I would be probably like 70 feet away from you because I used my bonus action to dash.
70 feet. Okay.
Roughly, assuming I was next to you or pretty close to you, maybe like 65.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say like 65.
Ukrit gets up without saying a word. Dusts off his stuff and walks away.
Which way is you walking? Towards the labyrinth or where Sparks went?
We're looking for a Cyclops, and I think that's this way, right? So I'm just walking this way, not towards the labyrinth.
Okay, yeah.
Oh no.
Oh,
Mayapple.
Mayapple.
At him.
What does she do?
She's swiping at him.
Okay.
Okay.
And again with your hooves.
All right, that
14
hits.
hits. Is this opportunity attack you're saying? Because he's
Yeah.
walking back from you? Okay.
6.
6 bludgeoning
6
with the
damage.
hooves.
All right.
She failed the wisdom save I made for if she believed him or not.
All right, and I'm not.
Oh no, we're losing Ukrit.
He just roboted a little bit there.
Oh,
I
yeah. She
did
hits
too.
me, and I get knocked over.
Do you go? You're unconscious.
Who knows?
Who does know?
Oh god.
We will stay in initiative because we don't know if he's unconscious or not. It is Ukrit. No, you just finished your turn. So it would be Sparks. You are 65 feet away, roughly.
I'll look back and see that Ukrit went down. I will go over and take out... I'll use my movement and my bonus action to dash over there so I can get next to him. And then I'll take out some of my magical food and just, like, smash it in his mouth and say, look, you're useful, you just take things a bit too far sometimes.
That is 2d4 plus 2 healing.
All right.
Who do you want to roll it?
Dealer's choice. Between you two, you can choose.
Care, Bumble?
I'm hovering over it, so I'll do it. 2d4 plus 4.
2d4 plus 2.
Plus 2. Oh, sorry.
Yep. Just a common potion. So
Okay.
7.
I swallow and I open my eyes, and once again I just stand up and I start walking.
Cool.
All right. Are we all good, or are we swiping some more?
I don't take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, you heal him just so that you can knock him out again.
Oh, I wanted to kill him.
Yeah. Ukrit, fuming at the loss of one of his 3 children, starts walking into the canyon. And you guys can follow if you'd like.
I'm gonna scoop up as much of the egg as I can. Is there like... I guess I put it in my coin purse. I take out my coins first and put them like in my bag somewhere.
You get like some... Give me a sleight of hand.
Please roll
see
well.
See how much you can get of this egg. How much dirt you get.
Igor, come on, buddy. Oh my god.
Nope.
It's mostly dirt. Like, you can find where the yolk is, so you like scoop the yolk, and most of it falls out of your hands, but it's a lot of dirt and a little bit of yolk.
Yep. Okay. I'll put it in the sack.
All right.
As we're walking away, I'll turn to Mayapple and say, I mean, he already didn't like me. He can call me a hayseed for all he wants. It don't bother me.
It was not very
She's
nice.
not saying shit. Just quiet now.
As you walk, mostly in silence, maybe chastising from Igor about playing nice, and Sparks not caring, but mostly quiet from the other two, it is getting pretty dark.
I guess we start looking for a suitable place to camp? Like, is there a little offshoot or just like a cove we can tuck ourselves into?
There's like some overhangs, but most of it's cleared out because it was a river that was clearing it out. But like, you would really only have 2 entryways because the walls are really, really high. So someone would either have to fly down at you or drop that far. So it's pretty easy to cover your entryways from each other.
Yeah, so then we probably find whatever seems to be the best defensible position and bed down for the night.
All right. Do you guys set
I'm
up
assuming
watches, or
Yeah, I'm assuming we would set up watches.
who would like to watch with who, and how many of you for each?
I think we have to do 1 per watch so that all of us get our 6 hours of sleep.
8 hours.
Well,
you
you need 6 hours of sleep, 2 hours of sitting there not doing anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So there is a way to do it where you can do 2 and 2. There's like overlapping sitting around hours, essentially. Is how I'll run it. Like,
Okay.
I'll count to
Okay.
watch as sitting around. So
Yeah,
I'll
Ukrit
do
just
watch
sets up.
Ukrit.
No, Ukrit just sets up his stuff and goes to bed.
Okay. That's fair
He's
enough.
away from the other people.
okay, it's like on the other side of the canyon. It's not super wide, but
Mhm.
yeah. Okay. Uka goes to bed.
So I'll look at Igor and Mayapple and say, do you want first, second, or third shift?
I will go first.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. I'll take second shift. That normally sucks the most because you got to be up in the middle of the night, you got to fall asleep, then you got to get back up. So I'll take that one.
All right.
Mayapple, I don't know if you lay down when you sleep or if you stand. Dealer's choice.
I actually debated this and thought of it. So short rest, she can stand up and kind of like doze like this, but long rest, she sits down and she sticks her backpack up so like her like torso can lay on it.
Oh.
So you do that, and Sparks lays down as well, and Igor sets up. Are you setting up a fire at all, or?
No, I'll leave that up to the later crew, I guess. Like, maybe I collect some wood and stuff, but I don't light the fire yet. But I'm gonna
torch may be a good idea.
Fair in here, so you're
one
trying
of
to
us
scrap.
has dark vision.
I'm gonna head over to where Ukrit set up. Ukrit, are you here? Are you awake?
He doesn't answer. He is awake, but he doesn't answer.
Mm-hmm. Do you have like a tent or what? How are you just laying out?
He's got a sleeping bag. But man, he's got a sleeping bag, and next to him he's got like in a like nice comfy, like he's like already forged like a nice like little nest area for the other two eggs.
I am sorry for what they did. You did not deserve that. Well, I guess you're asleep, so I will see you in the morning. And I'll keep doing rounds and looking around.
Alright, if you want to give me a perception with disadvantage because you didn't let players or anything.
Gotcha. I'll light a torch. I just didn't want to
Okay,
start fire.
then if you're lighting a torch, then just flat perception.
Sweet. 6. Oh my god.
It all seems fine in the can. It's just like when you went camping when you were younger, or when you were here with Heraclos.
Nothing bad ever happens out here.
Exactly. and just like you would think, nothing bad happens during your 6 hours.
Awesome. Yep. I'll go to bed. I'll wake up whoever's next. Go to bed.
Sparks is next.
I'll probably keep. I mean, it's cold out, I would light the fire. Otherwise, I would just keep the torch going like Igor had.
It's not super. It's brisk, but it's not cold.
Okay, I'll just keep the torch going then and not light a fire.
All right. Perception.
Ooh, a 9. Getting better.
Like back towards the labyrinth, you do hear some grunts, some bull-like grunts, but they don't seem to be coming towards you at all. And Igor's doing it back every time.
In my sleep, that's my snoring.
Your 6 hours pass without a problem.
Yeah, I'll then wake up. While it's dark, actually, I'm going to say a little prayer to Fenix, essentially saying, should I help Heliod or not? I know you two are normally at odds.
Do a religion check for me.
Oh man, I'm not good at that.
With advantage because he is secretly your god.
Ooh, a 17 though.
You get a feeling of reassurance that it would be the right idea too, because it's a big deal.
Okay. Then I will feel better about helping Heliod, and then I'll wake up Mayapple at the end of my watch.
Alright.
Alrighty.
Mayapple. Perception check, and if you'd like to do anything during your watch.
Yeah. 16.
16. Yeah, you hear the snorts from the Minotaur that was in the labyrinth seem to be going further away from you.
Okay.
So you can like you'll hear it get close every once in a while, but then go away again. So you kind of just think that it's just gonna stay in that labyrinth, like it's patrolling the labyrinth and won't come out this way.
Okay. Is it mostly like dirt here? Is there brush?
There's like an occasional like dead bush, but for the most part, it's just rock and dirt.
Okay. Yeah, Flo's gonna go through her stuff and have the torch just like somewhere on the ground for the moment. Pull out her little vials of paint. But she's also gonna take one of her furs, like she has cloths and things like that, and sneak over to Ukrit's side and put it over the eggs to keep them warm, and then sneak back away.
All right, Ukrit, are you awake at this point?
No, I'd be dead asleep at this point.
Okay, cool. All right, you get away with it.
All right, and then she uses the rest of her time to just repaint all her little vines and floral designs on her head and whatnot.
All right, and the morning comes without any problems.
We lived. Good job, everyone.
Ukrit, your eggs do seem to be covered up a little bit. Not how you left them, but...
What was on it? Sorry, I missed what exactly was on him.
She has, like, furs, so just, like, an extra, like, warm layer.
Oh, okay, furs. Okay. Alright. He wakes up, he's like, "Oh, you see you guys got chilly and got yourself a blanket. I'm sorry, I should have realized this desert gets pretty cold. Don't worry, Heather and Janie, you'll be fine." And then he tucks them away in his thing and undoes his stuff and just gets up and starts prepping the spells.
Yes, also you are all level 3 now, I forgot to mention. Begin level 3.
I forgot that was what we were supposed to do.
You had all your stuff ready.
Oops.
Dang it. Yep. Dang it.
I can do that so fast.
Dare I roll?
Don't get anything.
Well, you get your oath.
Yeah.
And I think you get more spells.
I'll put the oath stuff in later.
Actually, no, I don't think you get any more spells because 3 rounds down to...
Well, paladins get all the spells, they just get... They prepare
but that's how many you can prepare, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too worried at the moment.
So you had a rough end to the day that started off. But now we're at a new day, and you're on the edge of finding your next task. And I think that's going to be a good spot to end it, kids.
Ooh.
Okay. Ooh, that was fun.
A little heated at the end. I feel so bad.
A little heated at the end.
I hate that
you just had to use the one trigger.
I hate that I was...
Like, no.
All I wanted to do was lay on hands the egg from the moment it was cracked.
Nope.
Would have solved all the problems.
Not allowed.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Everyone here, we're all good. We don't need to talk after
Decompress.
What do you want?
I mean, we can't. It's always good to talk after your sessions, everybody.
Well, I know one thing that would make Ukrit feel better. It's if you got a lot more of me and Sharp over on my channel also.
Perfect.
Oh, yes.
Perfect.
Yep. We're getting back into the swing.
We're getting the band back together.
It's at twitch.tv/slimebasher. Every other Thursday and then Saturday with alternating weeks now. We used to do every Thursday, Saturday, but we're kind of sparsing them out right now. We do both of them are 5e. The first Thursday one, which is tomorrow, we're getting back into it, is about a world with people are getting their license to be professional adventurers in a world where all the planes smash together. So there's plenty of things to explore, and that's the one we're getting in and it's a good time. Sharp plays in that one. He plays in both of mine actually. But yeah, that's what I do. You can get more of my shenanigans there.
It's all Ukrit all the time, baby.
Yeah.
Anybody else got anything they want to plug?
Yeah, come check out
No.
Swindler's Den. You know, it's cool. No, that's it.
Follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitter, follow on Instagram, join the Discord, all that fun stuff.
I'm on everything but Twitch. I am Bumblescum with a K. You want some of this nonsense.
But with that, guys, we're gonna end it off. Thank you so much. We'll be back in 2 Wednesdays from now, and hopefully we'll get to the Cyclops so I can kill one of these guys.
Yeah. I think we've had enough death at the party this session.
We did have a death.
We did have a death.
To Oostablop. Neop, if you could make a grave for Oostablop, that would be most appreciated.
Well,
See you next time. Bye.
All right, bye.
See you later.